Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today, since we've talked about goal setting, now that we have that plan initiated with us attacking our goals for 2024, now we need to strategize on the steps that we need to take to make our goals happen. So I know a lot of people that talk about their goals for 2024, but we don't actually come up with an action plan to achieve those goals. So let's not just talk about, okay, I want to make a lot of money, or I want to make $10,000, or I want to make $20,000, or I want to do something like that per month. Um, let's come up with realistic steps in order to achieve those goals. Um, just got off the phone with one of my clients, and we were talking about setting his goals for next year. And I know one of the biggest things is he wanted to um, get a CPA. And I was telling him that, hey, you're pulling the horse before the cart, because first of all, we need to build a viable business that can support a CPA. Right now, what you just starting in your business, you just need a tax professional. You know, um, that's just my opinion. My opinion is if you're not making $10,000 a month, then why would you go get a CPA that's going to charge you more than a tax professional would charge you? So you might want to invest in yourself and get a QuickBooks to start learning how to do payroll on your own. You might want to start investing in yourself and learning these skills, and then once we master these skills, we can then turn it over to a professional. But we don't want to set up a business and not know how to maintain the business ourselves. Like when we started our business, we didn't know anything about payroll. My wife learned how to do payroll using QuickBooks. She learned how to do the direct deposit. She learned all of that stuff first before we went out and got a certified a CPA or a certified planner, a public accountant. So what I'm telling you is, don't cheat yourself out of the learning experience. Don't cheat yourself, by pulling the horse before the cart and you want to get to the end goal. You want to have initial steps, especially when we're setting up these goals. We want to have targeted plans of action to hit each goal that we're trying to hit. So if I know we're trying to make $100,000 a year or $200,000 a year, but what are those steps to get to that? What are you going to do to get to that $200,000 a year? Don't just set your goal up to say, hey, I want to make $200,000 a year, and then I leave out the necessary steps that I have to take to get to those goals. Or if you're trying to build your business, you know, if you're trying to make your business passive, what are the steps that you need to do to get to that point? Remember, when me and my wife got started, we worked the business ourselves until we could set up a system that could make the business more passive for us. So you have to set up these systems or get these systems in place in order to make your end goal a reality. Don't think about the end goal and not have the proper planning in place to achieve those goals. So that's what I'm trying to get across to all my clients, everybody that follow me that want to build a successful business. Don't cheat yourself out of the learning process. Those things will happen for you, but you have to set up a plan of action, a plan of attack, things that you're going to do today, tomorrow, 30 days from now to get to that end goal. It sounds good when we say, hey, I want to make $1 million. But if you don't know what it takes to make $1 million, if you don't know what it take, the necessary steps that it takes to get to that end goal, then you're fooling yourself. Basically, you're fooling yourself because you have to create positive steps to get to that goal. And I don't want us to just write down goals and then at the end of the day, when we don't accomplish those goals, we're saying, man, this sucks, man. This don't work. I'm gonna quit my business because this didn't work. Well, no, the business is work, but you have to work. You have to put things into place so you don't fail. You have to have those steps in place so you won't slip and fall, or you will stretch your mind and grow yourself and grow your capacity to learn. See, we wanna be successful, but we want to take out the learning process. You know, we want to take out the failing process. We're afraid. We're so afraid to fail that we won't even get started for fear of failure. Don't be afraid to fail. I have failed 1,000 times. Trust me. In my life, in my journey to becoming free, I have failed so many times along the way. And it can be discouraging. But you have to get up. You have to learn from those mistakes that you made. And you have to keep pushing forward. I tell a lot of people I filed bankruptcy because I failed to learn real estate. I failed to learn how to properly buy properties and how to properly maintain the properties through hard times. So I failed, but I learned. Now I have properties now that are sustainable, regardless of the market. The properties are sustainable because I bought them right, and I was able to sustain those properties to where now they're self-sufficient, meaning that although they may have a mortgage on it, but that property is earning me 3 or 4 times what the mortgage is. So it's self-sustainable. So that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Don't take out the learning. It's okay to fail, but the process of learning from your failures is valuable. It's valuable. It's more valuable than just letting somebody give something to you and you become successful. Those failures are more valuable than someone just giving something to you. When people call me and ask me to do stuff for them, it gets in my spirit to where I don't even want to work with them, because me giving something to you is not helping you. I should be the buffer to guide you into digging deep into yourself to make those necessary changes to learn how to get through the process. Now I will guide you to get to the end, but I'm not going to do it for you, because you won't take anything from that. You don't take anything from me doing something for you. But it's so much gratifying when you can do it for yourself. It's so much gratifying to me as someone that was trying to guide you to see you do it for yourself. So, hey, I just wanted to stop by, give that 2 tidbits. My client, he really fired me up with that. And I definitely wanted to put it out here in the atmosphere. Hey, when you're thinking about goals for 2024, don't just write down the end goal, write down the process that it's going to take to get to that end goal. And I'll talk to you soon.